back here. Yeah. I always in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna say something different, but then I never do. I'm just like, hey guys, I'm here. Alright, so this reading is guided by the divine. We're gonna talk about the thief who got caught. The thief who got caught. Because, ooh, did you guys see how that lit back up? It was out. Alright. Because the universe is gonna light their ass on fire. Fire. Alright, so I'm guided to share something that happened in my life with you guys that's kind of totally set up by the universe. And you'll see why. So, once upon a time at band camp, I'm just kidding. No, seriously. So I was on Facebook and I came across this crystal I really wanted. And I was guided to find like this type of crystal because I needed it for my Reiki business. So I already talked to my Reiki clients that I could not perform this certain thing that I was going to do for them because my shit was stolen. So I'm waiting for this package to come in the mail, and I paid through PayPal, which usually everything I ordered through PayPal, it goes to my P.O. box address. So I pay for like a UPS store box, right? And so they can get my packages, because my address is a little difficult to find if you're not using Google Map, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm waiting for this package. Oh, so the crystal I found, ironically, it came from this shop called Crystal Way in San Francisco. And I seen it last time I was in San Francisco. I took my kids to go see the Golden Gate Bridge. My son has forever been obsessed with the Golden Gate Bridge. So I strictly went there for that. Me and my friend, you know, I didn't see no one, I didn't visit no one. I literally went for the bridge. It was a one-day visit, and we went back down to Southern California to hang out, right? So anyway, so while we were there, I seen the store, but it was closed because it was after 6 p.m. and I forgot to go back the next day. And so ironically, this Facebook post, they weren't even like the post. They were like a commenter. They too had the same crystal like in their store. I think the person was like looking for one, or I forgot exactly how the post was, but ironically, I seen this. And then I have a connection with San Francisco, like in a way, like I've always liked the place. And then I met someone that was from there, and the rest is to be untold. And and my kid loves the Golden Gate Bridge. So anyways, long story short, I ordered this crystal and 3 other ones. So it comes up to like $140. But it's using for my business because it's gonna, for my customers. And it's something that we had talked about, like I'm gonna find, you know, this, and we're going to use this for our services. So under my website, I have private energy work, right? And I even have one-on-one daily. Like there's a $500 option, and I've had a few customers do that. Okay, so I find certain crystals to work with them privately, right? And to charge my products, they come fully charged. Like I've had some of the full-size crystals on my work stand, so you've seen some of them. Okay, well anyways, so it gets mailed by the post office, and I didn't get it at like my post office box, so it made me like start to investigate. Like a week goes by, and I'm like, where's my package, you know? And I go track it, and it was to be sent to this address. And so it didn't give me the exact address on the package or whatever. So anyway, so it goes next door. I look on my Ring camera, and I see the postman just drive right by and go next door. So long story short, I go next door, and I say, hey, like on June 7th, I had a package delivered here. And she goes, yeah. She goes, I had your name, but see, I was supposed to move on June 1st, but there was a whole COVID situation with my daughter and my other kid, and it kind of like set that stuff back, right? So I still lived here. So anyways, instead of her like just looking over the gate, she could have seen my car still and bringing it here. She decided to give it to our landlord, which we share the same landlord, and he lives across the street. No names given, just landlord. So said landlord never gave me my stuff. He never gave me my stuff. So I hit him up with an email, and me and him don't really get along a lot because I'm a single woman, so I set boundaries to over-friendly men. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are, landlord, neighbor, fucking doctor, I don't care. I set boundaries when I get a bad vibe from you. And so, you know, halfway in this lease, me and this guy had problems, so totally, like, he just doesn't like me because I'm a divine feminine, let's put it that way. I just don't put up with people's shit. So, I don't get my package from him. So I hit him up and I'm like, hey, did you get a package? And he didn't answer for like 24 hours. So I was like, okay. So I go to the post office and they're like, well, you know, it's a federal offense to even hold someone's mail. Like, he should have sent it back. And because it had your name on it, like, proven, like, I got to see the shipping label, right? I just give the post office the UPS thing, and they get to see all the information about it, like every little stop and like everything, right? And they told me that it was addressed to next door, so the address was wrong, but this is like universal setup though, okay? So I called the store or whatever, and I'm like, hey, did you get like a package back? And they're like, no. And so I tell them the thing, and I was like, oh, this landlord like stole it, like he doesn't like me, so this is just a spiteful act, you know, against an innocent person, like whatever. So I lie because I'm innocent, but he wouldn't think I am because I stand up for myself. So he's like the type of landlord that just wants to come over whenever he wants. And I'm like, no, dude, 48-hour notice. Like, just because you're my neighbor doesn't mean you just pop up. Like, that, I'm not that type of person. And so I always enforce those things, and he didn't like it. And he's like, but I am your neighbor. I'm just giving you a little bit of history of why we don't like each other. So, and some other legal issues that we're going to keep disclosed for legal reasons, but those happened, you know, later on in the lease, and that we're going through that now. And so anyways, he has my fucking box, okay, of crystals that I needed for these private customers to do their Reiki services, and just, you know, I have a new bracelet coming out, and I wanted to charge it on one of those crystals, and yada 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 yada. Okay, so this man, he finally emails me back, said landlord. And he was like, it didn't have your name, it didn't have no one's name. And he said it was addressed out to like the wrong street and the wrong number or something. I was like, okay, I didn't even respond to it because I know it's a goddamn lie. But it's like, what do you do? I mean, that's mail fraud, right? And now you're fucking with the universe. The universe set this up because he's been an asshole this whole entire time to me. So, I was guided to share that, and let's do a little reading, like, because I didn't know what I wanted to do a reading on, and I like interacting with you guys. So now that we have more people, finally, yay, shout out to you guys, and I love each and every one of you, and thank you for all your new energy. I feel it. We're gonna go big places. We have some beautiful messages coming through. I'm guided to buy higher level type cards for you guys, so I know this collective is high vibe, okay? So, advice, like, what do you do? I mean, I reported it to the UPS, and you know, they suggested a police report because it's obvious reasons why he kept it, but I can't prove that. But it's like, I can't prove that, but like a higher up could, right? I don't know, you guys, how tripped out. And look at how the universe set this up, dude. It's a box of crystals, but it's $140. Someone's got to give me $140 at the end of the day, right? So he said he sent it back, and so I talked to the store, and I was like, well, let me know if he sends it back, and then open it and see if he like opened it, because she's like, I packaged your box, like, I'll know if it's touched. And I'm like, okay. And so like the crystal shop lady, she's totally cool with it, and so it's like, what is some universal advice? And I want your guys' feedback. Like, have you ever gone through something like this? Like, look at how, look, I ain't got no relationship with this man, you know, other than he's my landlord, but look how he's stealing stuff on purpose. So, what do, you know? So let's get some universal cards on it. I feel like the universe wants to speak. And I've been asking them how I can conversate with you guys. And not really talk about my love life. So let's talk about the crazy shit that goes on in my life, you know? Soul radiance, a phoenix rising. Some of the signs got this in the signs. So maybe some of you guys are going through like this type of thing where you got to stand up against someone that wouldn't think you'd say anything, or wouldn't think you'd investigate, or wouldn't think you'd stand up for your shit, right? I want my crystals. Like, that's my business. They're not just fucking with Tiffany. That's spiritdoc LLC. You know, that's you guys. That's my collective. So the universe says, setting boundaries. See, so I feel like a lot of you guys are also going through setting boundaries when you never thought you'd have to be in this type of predicament. But threshold, protection, and honor. And you know, a lot of the readings when I was doing the signs, a lot of, let me turn off this boiling water. A lot of the signs were standing up for yourself and taking power back, and you know, no matter how it is in your life, it could be, you know, with the ex, with the current love, with the family member, or with the landlord, or with even just a neighbor, you know. Circle of eternal joy, timeless dance of life, timelessness, dance of life, circle of eternal joy, huh? Okay, spirit, let's keep going. Idyllic times, the garden, paradise, wisdom, butterfly, standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, knowing that you're protected and being honored by like your spirit here. I mean, take my story as an example. This is a box of crystals from a holistic store, you know? and on PayPal, it has my address correctly. So that's a spiritual typo. The lady said all she did was print out the mail sheet. And if you have a business or even work with PayPal or Etsy or whatever, you know, you just hit print on a label to stick on a box. Like prepaid packaging, it's all done by estimated weight and size. And you already have that stuff configured out. So you're following me how this is a universally set up, okay? So being protected and honored for setting these boundaries. So this is a universal thing set. Ooh, on my TV, it's 411. The garden, the paradise, but look at how I just see the wisdom, the butterfly. Like, this is part of your transformation. Like, this could be a step. Like, how are you gonna handle this? You know, are you gonna stand up for what's right, or are you just gonna be like, ah, fuck it? And some things are like, just let it go, and some things are you should stand up for it. So I'm guided to read the definition of this card because I hear my intuitive messages. There's a dragonfly like on this lady's head. Or an owl. Ooh, it looked like a dragonfly. Or is that a bat? Like, what is that? They're gonna tell us in the card. I know they are. But I read dragonfly, okay. And then there's like other birds and transformations in the back. There's a tower. There's some geometrical shapes. Circle of eternal joy, timelessness, and dance of life. I feel like it's a lot of divine time. Where's the book? Divine time, because I read this too, number 33, building your world, creation, expansion, and networking. Like, I'm using this, you know, those are tools for my creation, expansion, networking, my business to even like move and rise, to do things, you know what I mean? But even I was asking spirit, how can I interact with you guys? So collectively, I just feel like I'm not the only one going through this. Like, this is just confirmation because there's other signs that this is the first time we're using this deck, you know, and the wisdom keeps coming out, the owl, the strength, and that's repetitive. So you guys, if you've been standing up, whether someone stole your stuff, stole your man, stole your job, stole your clothing, I'm hearing, whatever it is, circle of eternal joy, timeless dance of life. Okay, let's read it. I'm excited to read this one. The dove of spirit brings the blissful feeling of anticipation to the priestess of the dance. The pair faces outward, in front of a portal that leads to the energetic realm. Remember I said it has like these symbolic geometrical shapes back there. This mystical vortex is a place of power where intentions and vibrations reach from the long distance past into the infinite future. The dove is a symbol of internal spirit, a divine consciousness that moves freely through the time and space. Your soul is of the same spiritual nature, and your energy spirals through time, engaged in the dance of repetition and rebirth. Each turn of the dance, each life, and every day bringing opportunities for joy, and your present joy spins blissful intentions into the fabric of the future. So remember that your soul has come to experience both happiness and self-mastery. Learn what there is to learn, but never forget to let your spirit soar. This card brings profoundly engaging guidance. Your life is eternal. You are always connected to the bliss of your spiritual perceptive. No matter what you may be going through, know that you can still find happiness, purpose, and understanding in the dance that is your current life. There may be a literal message as well as suggestion to dance more, perhaps to take dance classes and to find the joy and movement in music. There might be a party coming up, maybe even a wedding for you or someone you know. Remember to find your bliss in the little moments. Let yourself dance, laugh, sing, and enjoy. Affirmation: I live in the vortex of joyous energy. I listen to the beautiful music of my life and dance to my soul's sweet songs. So no matter what's going on in your life, you're learning how to still be at joy, peace, radiance through all the trials that are thrown your way to knock you off that energy, creation, expansion, or networking, or knock you off your business. And know that there's a higher meaning to it. And for standing up for yourself, but still having joy in like the rest of your life. Cause I'm not gonna even lie, like that shit pisses me off that someone stole my shit, you know. But I couldn't let it, like, you can't let it affect your life or your business, your clientele or whatever. Like, you improvise and you work through it. But I feel like it's that rising from the phoenix, still standing in paradise, you know, watering your garden, hearing your messages, and protecting what's divinely guided to be yours, whether it's that moment or for a lifetime. Because it's timeless stuff you guys are going through. So again, it could just be a job that you're supposed to be doing for right now, or a place you're supposed to be at for right now. But enjoy the dance of life that comes along with standing up for yourself. It's all part of your path. I mean, that's like a repetitive thing. It's kind of, we kind of get tired of hearing it or whatever, but you're going to go through a lot in your journey. Like, how old are you? You're barely starting. Especially if you're just getting to acknowledge and understand what your purpose is. Especially, that's when things come to try and darken your mind. But they want you to know that you're loved, you're protected. 11:11 is on the clock. You're loved and you're protected. You're being divinely guided. Remember to eat healthy, stay balanced, and listen to the messages of why this is going on. Because you know how in the beginning I kept saying this is like orchestrated by the universe. Like, there's no way those two numbers switched by just hitting print. You know what I mean? But see the secondarity of it all. Like, see the bigger picture of how this could just be your lesson to help you stand up for something. I mean, they could have stole anything. Your energy, an article, what your creative idea was. Like, you think someone stole your idea at work, or like you were going to sell something or whatever. Learn how to still be balanced, and knowing that this too could be their path as well as your path. They're also saying intuition, using your intuition to hearing why this happened as well, or even hearing that. So like, dance with life. There's enough money out here for everybody. And come from a place of love or of heart. Or maybe you're teaching someone else how to come from a love or heart just because they had so much time on their hands they wanted to hurt you. Hurt people. So when you can come back at that with love, you know, just rest. Like, obviously the universe is already, like, working in the background. They were just using you. They were using you, you know, to have something grow, to get something started. So you never know. Maybe said landlord needed to be investigated for other male fraud. I don't know, you know, but find balance in the situation and know that Divine is doing this. I asked, so what should I do then? Right? And they gave me sacral chakra and awareness. They're like, we already told you, girl, don't worry. You don't gotta say it out loud. Because this shit's crazy, huh? The universe will win at the end. It ain't even about me. I mean, I could just go rebuy those crystals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to help White Van Lady with $1,000. Obviously, I can go buy $140 crystals again from SpiritDoc LLC, right? But at the end of the day, it's what people's actions do. That universe has been seen that maybe you haven't been seen, right? Because I keep hearing it was all lined up by the universe. It was all lined up by the universe. You know how we say God heard conversations that you didn't hear, so that's why they separated you from this person or whatnot. You know what I mean? It's like that for my situation. I'm working with the devil over here. He's the devil. But maybe someone that took whatever was yours was the devil. So allow, or like a lower energy, you know? So allow universe to come in and complete this. And I say that because I see 6 and 4. Sacred circles and 4 swords. Divine's doing, because look at how in the 4 swords, the background, these people are lining up to what they think is an honorable person, but little do they know this honorable person is a thief in the night, you know, like does wrong things at night that you never knew about. Devilish acts. Queen of Cups and 10 of Staves. I'm hearing Divine Feminines, you and your children are protected from harm while you sit on your throne and allow the universe to complete this cycle. So if you feel like you've been robbed of something, or you literally have been, the universe, they got your back, man. This Hermit card, look at it. This is all lined up by the universe. Ace of Sacred Circles. Look at the art on this cards. It's so beautiful, huh? Alright, you guys, that was our short lesson on the Thief of the Night that universe saw. If you guys would, there's an airplane going above. Hey. If you guys would like a private message or like a follow-up, you know, to see about something you've intuitively knew, you know, that universe is working through you. So you just want some information about that, reach out, because I'd be more than happy to help you. That's what we're here for. So definitely reach out and we'll get some information for you. I love you guys lots. I'll talk to you later. Bye.